Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatye Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yakrupatamaham Vande Paramanandamadhavam Paramanandamadhavam. Sashtang pranams unto the lotus feet of Pujya Gurudev. My loving salutations to all of you. Even as we start our study of the 18th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, let us all invoke in our hearts the grace of Bhagavan Shri Krishna, the blessings of Pujya Gurudev, and let us all take a resolve that we will try to understand to the best of our capacity. We will try to understand to the best of our capacity. Meaning, if any doubt is coming, we will not allow the doubt to just stay. You stay. We will put our effort to see that doubt is gone. This is resolve 1. Resolve 1 is what? Bye-bye to doubts. Resolve 2, even as we study, we will find out how we will apply it in our life. Meaning, it will not just be understanding, it will be standing under. Okay? All of you are okay with these two resolves? Yes? So resolve 1, we will not be friendly with doubts. Okay? All of you agree? Resolve 2, we will try to practice. These 7 days, 7 days total? 6 days. These 6 days is for actual sadhana. Actual sadhana. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Shravana is listening, Manana is resolving doubts, Nididhyasana is putting to practice. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Before I go further, I would like to ask you some questions. How many of you are totally new to Vedanta? First time you are hearing to Vedanta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, please put your hands down. So for you, the suggestion is carefully listen. Carefully listen. So many new things will come. And when the new thing comes, please understand this is something new I have to know. The spiritual science is also a very systematic knowledge. But as you hear more and more, you will be able to comprehend more and more. But for starting the journey of knowledge, there should be a beginning, and you have begun it now. Okay? How many of you have studied at least a few chapters of Bhagavad Gita? Okay. How many of you have studied all the chapters of Bhagavad Gita? Yes, that is also a sizable number. All right. So to these two categories, this is a vocation for in-depth knowledge. We will start now. It is the knowledge for all of us that Bhagavad Gita has got 18 chapters. But in these 18 chapters, you can pick up 3 chapters and you can say these 3 chapters contain the essence of all the 18 chapters. 3 chapters. Chapter 2, chapter 15 and chapter 18. 3 chapters. In the first chapter, Arjuna presents his sorrow. In the second chapter, he surrenders and seeks advice, education. Therefore, the teaching of the Bhagavad Gita actually starts from the second chapter. The first chapter, we present ourselves. Arjuna is us. So in the first chapter, we are presenting ourselves to the Guru and say, this is my problem. Chapter 1 is a chapter that I have a problem. If we don't accept we have a problem, then the solution is not there. Bandha should be accepted first. Bandha is bondage. Many people do not consider that there is a problem. All is well, what is your problem? Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Some problems will be always there in life. That is their attitude. If such is the way of thinking, for them, Vedanta is not of any use. And therefore, the most important thing is there is bandha, bondage. This bondage is not of the nature of somebody tying you up, or you are in a jail. This is not that kind of bondage. So what is bondage? Bondage is, even if all is there, still I don't feel fully full. There is no lack of, so to say, worldly happiness. There is nothing. everything is fine. If you ask whether you have food to eat, yes, I have food to eat. If you ask what about your family, it's all fine. Little will be there, it's all fine, but it's okay. So even if all is well, to feel, to be sensitive enough to know, but still there is some incompleteness. And this incompleteness, what I am facing, what I am having, cannot be filled up by more and more things what I already have. This demands a certain sensitivity. And that may not be there in everybody. Some people are color sensitive, is it not? Very gaudy, that color mismatch is there, means they feel, what is this? Some houses suddenly they paint into some fluorescent color. Some people are sensitive. There is a sensitivity. Some people are sensitive to noise. There's a sensitivity. In the same way, there is a spiritual sensitivity. Spiritual sensitivity. Wherein you see that the mind is not actually full. There is an inner lack. There is a limitation. There is a sense of absence of ease. Now these all things, unless you have, you cannot understand. And it is not something I can make you understand. But the very fact that all of us are here indicates that we all have this problem. It is not that we all alone have this problem, we all have recognized this problem. Buddha had everything. He was a prince. But what made him seek further? Please note one point, that spirituality is not for the poor, not for the rich, but for the sensitive. It is a very different kind of sensitivity. You cannot tell the person who is sensitive this way, don't worry, I will give you everything. What is that you want? You want a good home? Have it, I will give you. Array, probably you are not married, that is why you are feeling like that. I will get you married. It is not that. It is a kind of inner feeling. It is an inner sensitivity, wherein you feel that all is not complete. In spite of everything, or in the absence of something. We all know life cannot be perfect. But this sensitivity is not eased out by making that life perfect. Perfect or imperfect, whatever life we have, that is not the solution. Name and fame is not the solution for this inner vacuity. Can I use that word? Inner vacuity. Inner vacuum. And that person who is sensitive to this, we say, has got a spiritual call. He has got a spiritual call. He is seeking something more. If you look at Arjuna Arjuna says, I have got a problem about whether I should fight or not fight. It's a very simple problem. It's a very simple problem. It is a doubt whether I should wage the war or not. He says, Dharma sammuda chetaha. I do not know, I am deluded with respect to what is the right thing to be done. But it took a Bhagavan Krishna to understand that he is asking for something more. If Arjuna's problem was only whether I should fight or not fight, Bhagavan Shri Krishna would have given Upadesha on Dharma. Why would Bhagavan Shri Krishna speak about the spiritual truth? Ashochyan anvashochastvam prajnava danscha bhashasai. Gatasuna gatasunscha nanu shochanti panditaha. Because Bhagavan Shri Krishna was sensitive enough to understand that even though Arjuna says, my problem is whether to fight or not to fight, Bhagavan Shri Krishna understood that there is something more which is required to actually fulfill Arjuna. And that is why Arjuna did not say, I am asking something, you are telling something. Is it not? Arjuna could have stopped Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Enough now. Na jayate mriyate va kadachit nayam kutascha. Etc. etc. Achedyo ya madahyo ya makledyo. Stop. What did I ask you? What are you telling? He found Bhagavan Shri Krishna's teachings relevant. It is not that we will be able to voice this spiritual call. We may not. It may not be easy to tell what is that dissatisfaction that you are facing. It may not be. It may not be quite easy for you to tell what is your problem. But you are not satisfied with what you have. That is a litmus test. You are not satisfied with what you have does not mean something more I give you, you will be satisfied. This comes to a few where they are not satisfied. They say necessity is a mother of invention. Spiritual sensitivity is a mother of liberation. This voiceless, this wordless, this indefinable dissatisfaction which cannot be fulfilled by anything what the world can give, be it Kamini, be it Kanchana, be it Kirti. And this comes to a few people. How does it come? Because of spiritual maturity. So in the first chapter, Arjuna presents his problem. Bhagavan Shri Krishna understands the actual problem. And in the second chapter onwards, the teaching starts. Second chapter contains a summary of the entire Bhagavad Gita. It is summary in prospect. In Shastra, we have a term called Upakrama. What is that term? Upakrama. Kindly note it down. Upakrama. Suppose I use Sanskrit terms, you will be happy? Yes. But it may be new, but I think it is worth knowing them. Please note down. What is the term I said? Upakrama. Upakrama is right at the beginning. Okay. Summary is Sangraha. Sangraha. That is summary. Sangraha means collection. All the points you collect, that is called Sangraha. So second chapter is rightly termed Upakrama Rupa Sangraha. Upakrama Rupa Sangraha. So it is summary at the beginning. Okay? The 18th chapter is the summary at the end. At the end, Upasamhara. Say Upakrama, beginning, Upasamhara, end. Sangraha you already know. Rupa in the form of. So how would you construct summary at the end? Upasamhara Rupa Sangraha. All right. So summary in retrospect. Summary in prospect. Summary in retrospect. Can we tell these two terms together? Upakrama Rupa Sangraha, Upasamhara Rupa Sangraha. Can we tell once more? Upakrama Rupa Sangraha, Upasamhara Rupa Sangraha. Okay, Swamiji. But you said 3 chapters contain summary. What is the next chapter which contains the summary? Yeah, you all know already. 15th chapter. 15th chapter. And that chapter we all chant every day. Yes? Here also, before lunch and dinner, it is chanted. So it would be a good thing that when the audio is going on, you all are there right in time and you have the book in hand. Then as you chant, you will get it. 15th chapter. Okay? And this 15th chapter, it contains a summary. How do you say, Swamiji, it contains a summary? Bhagavan Shri Krishna himself says, Iti guhyatamam shastram. Right? What is that verse? Iti guhyatamam shastram idam uktam mayanaga. Shastram is complete. This very, very deep science I have shared with you. So in 15th chapter also he presents a summary. Now the point comes, 2nd chapter also contains a summary, 15th chapter also contains a summary, 18th chapter also contains a summary. Which is the best summary? Because we are always used to. Well, the best summary could be slightly, what you may say, subjective. There's no harm about it. But let me place the reasons why I consider the 18th chapter to be the best summary. The 15th chapter contains a summary, no doubt, but it's too short. In a span of 20 verses. Correct? In a span of 20 verses, the entire Bhagavad Gita, all the wisdom is given. Now, it is given, but we have to understand. So, it doesn't contain all the contours that we require to see the whole tapestry. It contains, but you have to strain too much to take out everything. That is the problem, 15th chapter. 2nd chapter also contains a summary, but 2nd chapter is highly philosophical in its content. Highly philosophical. Bhagavan Shri Krishna speaks from 60,000 feet high, where the jets travel. And he has gone in his inspirational heights, and from there he is delivering a lecture. Arjuna is stunned. It was required to stun him. That is a methodology of teaching. Stun the student so that its intellect opens up and becomes totally available to you. 18th chapter has got summary, has got the philosophical depth, but is amalgamated with a practical approach. A philosophical depth allied with a practical approach is the 18th chapter. And along with it, the sugar of love is put in, and there is a stirring. Why do you say, Swamiji, in 18th chapter you say love, in 2nd chapter love is not there or what? Love, see, 18th chapter is concluding. And while concluding, there is a different kind of feeling. The feeling is, Arjuna, I am telling you everything. Have you understood? Have you understood? You will find Bhagavan Shri Krishna himself is asking, did you understand? You will be seeing the verse. There is a kind of human, Bhagavan gives that kind of human touch to Arjuna and gives a completion which love alone can bring. And by the time Arjuna has listened to all the chapters and he has come to the 18th chapter, you can see also the transformation of Arjuna. From a friend to a guru to Bhagavan to my own Lord. You see that movement also happening in Arjuna. And Bhagavan cannot but respond to that love. And thus you have in the 18th chapter a very beautiful concoction of philosophy, practicality, the devotion of Arjuna, and the love of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. And that is why we are going to study the 18th chapter. Okay? Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.